Hey folks, welcome back. I'm at Main Street Bookends in Warner, and with me today is Frank McConnell from Bob Skinner Ski and Sports Shop. Frank, how are you?
Good. How are you, Sean?
I'm doing good.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming by, and season's going to be upon us.
It is.
Quick.
It is. It's started already.
Has it?
We had such a great winter last year.
Oh yeah.
The customer remembers, and it was very cold.
Yes.
So because of that, clothing sales are doing well too. So normally that comes later in the season, but we're all very happy and surprised with the turnout we've already have.
Really?
So it's been very good.
Now, probably for, I don't know, people get started in skiing, sort of the young kids. In your business, what do you see that people do that's like a common mistake? Or is there one?
Well, there can be a common mistake, especially when customers are buying ski boots. That's probably the biggest mistake that one can do by not being fitted properly. Because the ski boot is the thing that's attached to your foot that you immediately feel.
Yep.
Your foot is in pain or discomfort. Hence, you're really not going to have a great day.
No.
So based upon that, we specialize in boot fitting. We're master boot fitters and certified in doing so.
Really?
Yeah, and we work with an incredible amount of ski racers. And what we do with the technology at that level is through stance and alignment. We take that same philosophy and work it down to, a children's $99 ski boot and an adult $199 ski boot. We use the same balancing techniques that we do at trying to shave a tenth of a second off for someone in a giant slalom race.
Wow.
So, when that foot is really comfortable throughout the day, you're going to stay out there longer, but more importantly, you're going to have a lot more fun and you're going to learn the sport quicker. So really, that's the kind of the common scenario, and that's why we like to head these things off at the pass before they happen.
And it probably reduces your chance of injury.
Very much so, because through the biomechanics of the sport, if your balancing is correct, be it the ball of your foot and your heel is placed in the boot correctly, that movement, whenever movement you make, the ski reacts, hence there's less effort in doing so, and that you should have more control. And with more control, there should be, hopefully, not an injury.
Right, exactly.
So that's where we're going with this.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so people, I can find them online for X. Not a good idea.
It's that the boot is very, very tough. We have clientele that does that, and they do come in and say, you know what, I'm at a loss. I bought these boots online, and I really need a hand. Absolutely, we're happy to help you. But there will be at a price associated with that. Whereas you bought a boot from us, it's at no charge.
Makes
so
sense.
it may take up to a half an hour, 45 minutes, to maybe an hour. And maybe that particular customer, whether they bought it online or if they bought it from us, they may need an orthotic. Well, we build orthotics also.
Oh,
so we stack people from the ground up. And it's been a lot of fun because when that person comes in and they're really in pain and then you fix them, they go back out, they come back and go, I'll never do that again. So it's great. We love all customers. We don't care. We just want them to walk through the door, feel extremely comfortable, we'll take care of them, and then hopefully they're a customer from there on.
Anything out there this year that excites you? Anything
Oh goodness. Oh, there's just skis have changed so much in that they can take someone like me at my age and make me feel like I did when I was a kid.
Really?
And with the same movement pattern, with the exception of don't use so much effort, you feel really dynamic with the sport. Ski boots have changed greatly. The last 3 years, we have seen the evolution of plastics and liners going into an oven, coming back out, and compressed mold shaped around your foot.
Wow.
That particular company is called Fisher. And what has happened since that technology, about 3 years ago of an intro, now our other companies are coming up with these liners that have either medial and lateral cork material inside the liner that is heated and conformed to your foot, as well as Technica has a wonderful line that the whole lower shell of the liner is heat moldable. And it sounds like this should have happened before. Well, it didn't happen before. And if it just didn't. And now we're at the point where shells are like the shape of your foot, And why we carry 5 lines of boots, because there's only 2 models that will fit that foot.
Interesting.
So you have to have the selection on the wall because of all the shapes, anatomical shapes, and how correct they do now fit to your feet. Then throw some stance work on it, you're good to go.
Wow. Well, Frank, thanks so much for coming down, talking to us.
Thank you very much, Sean.
Good advice. Bob Skinner's Ski and Sports Shop down there in
Mount Sunapee. Yeah, there you go.
Think about that. That's your local view. Now back to you.